Welcome back. This is Dr. Kaan, and today I am going to go over quad strengthening and a few key elements that you need to make sure that you're getting optimal results. I'm also going to review some common mistakes that I see throughout this process. Before I get into that, guys, if you've been following along with the page, please subscribe to it. Like this video, comment below, share it with friends, spread the word. We are here weekly putting out ACL content for you ACLers going through this process. So today, as I said, I'm going to talk about strengthening, which is a huge part of this process. Now, in the beginning phase of ACL, after ACL reconstruction or after ACL injury, we are all about laying that foundation early on. And what does that mean? It's getting pain and swelling down and also getting full range of motion back. So ideally, within those first 2 months, we would love to be able to lay that foundation, meaning, as I said, we basically want almost full range. We want you to be able to walk. Everyday activities are starting to get there, and we're entering the gym mode. And usually, as we get into the gym, that's when the real strengthening starts. And usually from month 2 to about month 4 or 5, we're really pushing that strength, trying to get those muscles going again. In particular, that quad muscle. That quad muscle takes the biggest hit after ACL injury and after ACL surgery. It basically goes on vacation. So it's our job to wake it back up and to get it going again. So as we enter the gym, this is when the real strengthening starts, because we're really starting to load the leg. Some common mistakes that I see from people early on is they're not doing the appropriate volume, so not working out enough. And 2, when they are working out, they're doing the wrong sets and reps to really elicit the solid strength that we see. Okay, so when we're talking about rehab and really targeting in a muscle group, we need to target that muscle a few times a week. So if you're just working out 1 time a week to get your quad muscles going, that is not enough. In the clients that we see here and how we really try to get those quad muscles going, we are working out a minimum 3 times a week and really trying to target those muscles. So that has to be the appropriate volume. On the other side of it, it can't also be every day, because you need that time to recover. As we push our muscles, they break down a little bit, they get sore, they get achy, so you can't constantly go back-to-back days. So super important. We want to get at least 3 workouts in a week. We want at least 1 day of rest in between before we start to push. Secondly, another big common mistake that I see is when people are working out, they're doing rep ranges from 10 reps, 12 reps, and longer, and they're working till fatigue, really trying to get that burn. Unfortunately, when we're trying to build strength, that's not the rep ranges we want to be in. So there's a science behind this. When we're really trying to push strength, we want our reps to be low, and we want to push as much weight as we can. So meaning, let's say if we're doing a particular exercise, for example, the knee extension, or we're sitting in a machine and we're working the knee extension machine, right? What we want to do is set the rep ranges anywhere from 3 reps to the highest amount, 8 reps, right? So we kind of want to be in that lower rep range. So I like 3 sets of 5, 4 sets of 6. So we're really a lower weight. And what we have to do is pick a load, a weight that we feel fatigued. My recommendation to my clients is we work till what we call 2 reps in reserve. So what does that mean? If I assign an exercise and I say, okay, we're going to do 4 sets of 6, that means we have to pick a weight, a load, a resistance, where by rep 6, right, that first set of 6 that we're doing, by rep 6, I finish it, I get nice full range, and I'm like, wow, I'm tired. I can maybe do 1 or 2 more. So that is 2 reps in reserve, right? I have 2 left in the tank. So that means I pick the appropriate weight for that particular set. Okay, super important here that you do pick that weight. If you get through those 6 reps and it's very easy, well, that means it wasn't appropriate, and that means we have to increase in weight. So when you assign, or when you get assigned a rep range like that, it's very crucial that you do pick a weight so you are fatigued by that last rep. It's still good form. You finish out full motion. But if you were asked to do one or two more, it may be a struggle. So that is how we pick a weight. We need to, when we're doing strengthening, it's lower reps and as much weight as we could tolerate. So as we go through these exercises, as you go through each workout session, you always say to yourself, can I increase more, right? That's what we're always looking to do. We don't have to increase by a lot of weight, but our mentality to be, each workout should be, can we increase more? That's what we're looking for. And lastly, the other biggest common mistake that I see is people rush through their workouts, especially as we're trying to build strength. We need to rest in between sets. So, for example, as I said, if we're doing 4 sets of 6 on the knee extension machine, we finished that first set, we worked really hard for it, we picked an appropriate rate, we only had 1 or 2 reps in reserve, and then all of a sudden I take 20 seconds and I go for round 2. This is not enough time in between sets. So when we're pushing strength and we're really trying to really increase the weight, we want to make sure that we are resting appropriately, so when we're ready for that second and third set, that we can still lift the same amount of weight, if not more. So 20 seconds, 30 seconds between sets is not enough time at all. Our recommendation is at least take 90 seconds to 2 minutes in between sets when we're really working into those strength ranges and trying to put on more power, more muscle mass between our workouts. So very, very important there. And that is the last common mistake that I see. And to review all of this, right? Enough volume each week to build strength. So it's at least 3 times a week focusing on that particular muscle, in this case, our quads. Okay. Number 2, we want to work the appropriate sets and reps for strength building, which is lower reps, higher weight. So 3 sets of 5, 4 sets of 6. Anywhere from 3 reps to 8 reps max is where we want to live with our workouts. And then third, making sure that we are resting in between sets. So that means 90 seconds to 120 seconds, 2 minutes of rest between sets. So this way we have the energy to continue to work those exercises at that appropriate weight. So that is how we build quad strength. That's how we push this muscle to that limit that we want to be, so we are increasing that weight. Big part of this process is strength building, in particular attacking those quad muscles. So we want to make sure we're getting as much bang for our buck. If you guys like this video, please subscribe to the page. Please share it with a friend. We put out weekly ACL content for you, the ACL, going through this ACL recovery process. If you are new to this YouTube channel, check us out on Instagram, on Facebook. Reach out as well with any questions whatsoever. We're always happy to help with your ACL recovery process. This is Dr. Kaan signing off, and I will see you next week.